All right, good afternoon, everyone. Today I am joined by infamous small group leader, Marcy Foster. Marcy, how are you today?
I'm well, Connor. How are you today?
Oh, just peachy. Uh,
Good.
doing really well. Um, so, Marcy, before we catch up on how you're doing in quarantine, which I am concerned about, I want to know every detail. I want to play a brief game. You are notorious for having many animals that you have adopted over the years into your household. So, but I am in a small apartment. I want to play a brief game to see who can get their animal first in front of the screen. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Three, two, one, go. Ew, look at that. You have a friend.
Hello.
All right, that was perfect. My dog, okay, she does not want to be in this video, so I'll let
What's
her out.
what's her name?
That was Ellie. Um,
Ellie.
and she was,
This is Dustin.
hi, Dustin. Great to meet you. So, Marcy, tell me, how are you doing in quarantine? And more importantly, how is Rob?
Um, I'm fine in quarantine. I miss hanging out with my friends,
Like
and I
me.
miss seeing my small group girls. Um, and but I'm okay. I mean, I really it's I'm fine with that kind of stuff. But Rob,
Mhm.
he's good.
Yeah, I'm sure
If
this
at
is.
least if the less he interacts with human beings, the better.
Yeah, it's perfect for him. That's wonderful. I will say this wasn't exactly what I were where I was expecting to be this
Mhm.
summer, but I am very grateful uh, for the church in welcoming me back. Surprised they did it at times, but I'm excited to be back as an intern this summer. I mean, it has been interesting. It has had uh, its tough moments. Notre Dame just emailed us about kind of what the semester is going to be looking like, and I got to say I was pretty disappointed because it's not really looking like what I hoped my final year at college was going to be looking. Most extracurriculars are going to be canceled or moved online, and masks will be worn at all times, and you can't go into other friends' dorms. Um, Overall, just really the unexpectedness
Yeah.
of this is really kind of blindsiding a lot of us. But it does make me think back to the story of Joseph, another guy who definitely was blindsided. Joseph had a lot of unexpected hardship. And some of it he certainly did bring on himself. He did go to his entire family and say, "Hey, I am the favorite. Um, and one day you all will bow down to me." To
He
which,
did brag a little bit.
his 12 brothers did not handle that well. And so they decided that they would essentially, at first, they had set on killing him. But one of the brothers, and if you're watching this right now and listening, go back and look in the story. And if you can DM us which brother decided not to kill Joseph, but instead to sell him into slavery, then we will give you a Chick-fil-A gift card. But overall, yeah, and they took a special coat that Joseph's father, Jacob, had given him, and they covered it in blood and gave it to his father and said, "Look at this coat and see if it's your son's." And throughout that entire time, Joseph had the unexpected betrayal of all 12 of his brothers, of all of his family turning against him. And but one constant throughout the entire story of Joseph are these five words: the Lord was with Joseph. And I think that's something that we really need to remember, especially during this time of a lot of unexpected hardships, is that God is with us. Now, God being with us doesn't necessarily mean that our circumstances are going to change immediately, but Him being with us can mean that our outlook on those situations uh, could could be what needs to get us through it.
Yeah.
And I think there's just always a need to remember that God is with us. God is with us during coronavirus. God is with us during these tense times over race relations in our country, and God is going to be with us through it all.
I'm sure there were times that he was filled with doubt, maybe about, where he was going and, why God, I'm sure he prayed to be delivered from slavery and restored back to be with his father, which those prayers went unanswered because he was there to fill a purpose, which was to become the nation of Israel, and which is a pretty cool thing to be a part of God's promise to, you know, Joseph's father and grandfather. I mean, it's a pretty big deal.
Is there a verse that you think uh, people should be thinking on during this time?
Probably, yeah, probably lots of verses.
Okay.
I think Hebrews 10:36, it says, patient endurance is what you need now, so that you will continue to do God's will. Then you will receive all that He has promised, which is pretty nice because he keeps His promises. So Hebrews 10:36 would be great if you guys would look it up, look at some different translations maybe, and pray about it this week. That would be lovely if you do that for Momo.
Absolutely. Yeah. Please do that. Please spend time in the Word this week. Thank you, Marcy, for being with us this week.
Thank you,
Our
Connor.
summer check-in on small group leaders in quarantine. Are there any final words that you have to the students or to your small group during this summer?
To everybody, I miss you so much. I really miss my Sunday nights with my fantastic student ministry. And especially my small group girls, I miss them terribly. I think about them often, and I cannot wait to see everybody again. I can't wait. It's going to be epic.
Can't wait for those days. We'll need God though to guide us through this current time. But thank you for tuning in, and we'll see y'all next week with a new and different small group leader. Thanks, Marcy.
Bye, guys.